Today we have with us Ms. Amrita Sharan. She is the Director Personnel of Air India at the top hierarchy of Air India. Before this, she was the Executive Director for the Industry Relations in Air India and has spent a very, very long stint there and is at the leadership level. So, Amrita, it's a pleasure to have you on my show, Talk with Tanya with Eat My News.
It's a pleasure to be here. Good to talk to you, Tanya.
Great. So I think first of all, I'd like to ask you about you and your story and your career. And Air India, I'm deeply impressed with the organization because there are so many women leaders. So what is your story? आपने कहाँ शुरुआत की और आप कैसे इस मुकाम तक पहुंची?
Well, I've got a long 30 years tenure in this organization. And this is definitely a beautiful organization to work with. And when you talk about women representatives, यहाँ पे nearly, we've got very, very good representation of women. At the board level, we have got nearly 50% women. So it's a beautiful, beautiful count, yes. So and the best thing is that, the kind of operation we have, service line, women plays a good role here and they are quite effective. And that is, we take it forward. And plus, it's an organization which is very supportive to women. You may have heard many things, but still, the fact that people don't leave this organization, women employees who join, we don't have attrition in this organization so much. That means all of us are comfortable with each other. And yes, regarding my career, I joined as a personnel officer, management training scheme, personnel officer. And well, I worked my way through. It's not that, 30 years with 3 regional postings. I've done factory, non-factory areas. Then 18 years, I've been in the policymaker post as an industrial relation and headquarters. So the company has exposed me to all the aspects of this, of my role, of HR. From dealing with negotiation with employees, from dealing with a strike position, from dealing with putting in place the policies, and also, yes, taking care of my employees. So and what we feel in Air India is that we are family, that's the feeling that we get. Because we grow together, our children grow together with all the colleagues. So it's a very family feeling here. So all the advantages and disadvantages of family culture is here.
Fantastic.
So it's a great conversation.
Fantastic. 30 years is a very long stint, and you spoke about taking care of your employees and your leading the employees of Air India and taking care of them. तो मैं आपसे काफी सवाल employees और उनके well-being से related तो पूछूंगी. So first of all, the most obvious question, that is that the COVID is here and it's here to stay for a while, but definitely the industry is picking up in terms of the occupancy. Overall, generally, aviation, hospitality industry is doing better than, of course, what it was doing 3 or 4 months back. I want to ask you that how are you taking care of the employees now post the whole can't say post COVID, but in the sense that how things have kind of become better now. But abhi bhi, how are you taking care and making sure that their health is taken care of? And क्या आपने salary cuts वगैरह revert कर दिए हैं और employment और unemployment का क्या हाल है Air India में अभी?
See, Air India, the first thing that COVID happened, the first action we took was taking care of our employees. They are the most valuable aspects of us. And our employees have been, one group has been working throughout the lockdown. They have done such meritorious work in, Vande Bharat, our flying crew, my commercial staff, my operational staff, they've all been working. So taking care of their family and their health was our priority to start with. Just initial was to how to take care of all that. So our medical has gone overboard. Our medical department, thankfully, we have a full section who looks after it. So we have got regular COVID tests for all our flying crew and other employees also. We've set up a COVID center in most of in Delhi and Bombay, we have COVID centers where if your family members or you are COVID, we have an alternative for them to go and stay there. All food, everything is taken care of. So this is, and for air hostess, we had few other hotels where we have made these arrangements. So that fear of infecting the family, we tried to, it's very difficult. The kind of fear anybody, you and I are facing is not only health, but general security of the family. So we worked on that. We gave flexibility to people. We have given them leave without pay option also. We have given them shorter working hours option. Our leave rules have been amended to take care of quarantine period. Plus, we have got some compensation. Thankfully, we haven't had major deaths, not many deaths, touch wood so far. We haven't, because we have been going out of way to take care of our employees, and our employees, I tell you, are very precious. You may say that our age profile is towards the higher side, but kind of, the best thing about this, I mean, I won't say the best thing, pandemic has been very, very bad for us, for everybody. But one good learning that has come out of this pandemic is the quality, the character of our employees, the way they have risen to the occasion, the way my flying crew, everybody has risen to the occasion, taken personal risks and come up is an amazing experience. So we are, as a management, totally with them. Totally, they have gone out of the way to for the organization to go forward, and we are there to support them. So this was taking care of employees, but yeah, economics are not good. Okay, from zero, we are maybe coming up to 10, 20%, but going back to our previous state, and as it is, we were going through a financial crisis. After that, this COVID has majorly added to the whole thing. So from performance of the company aspect, we are in a we are not in a good state at all. So, and we are not able to, salary paying, everything is a difficult proposition as of now. But then you see aviation all over the world. They have retrenched people. They have taken away people. Sent people home. Big organizations have shut down. But thankfully, we have not sent anybody home. No layoff, no retrenchment, nothing. But we have tried to make best of whatever we could. Despite all the effort, we had to resort to a nominal salary cut, which we are. We have done salary cut because we are not in position to pay salary. But my employees have been very, very understanding. They have accepted, they have realized the situation, and so far they have been bearing with us. We also want to come back to normalcy, and hope that things improve. But now the second phase of upsurge of COVID is disturbing us. So let's see. We just want to have everything back to normal. And we are keeping our fingers crossed. How soon we reach that milestone, let's see.
Great. Good to hear that you're taking care of your employees well, because also they are working in a very, very high risk.
Very, very high. Absolutely.
They're much more prone to catching the virus as compared to other citizens. And so good, promising thing.
Thankfully, there's one thing I just want to add. The kind of tests that we do for our flying crew, they go through rigorous test of COVID. So thankfully, that part is to the maximum extent taken care of. And casualties are also low. But then yes, infection is there. Everywhere is there. My ground staff is getting infected. I've lost a lot of ground staff. People who are at home, who are not coming to office. Because it's just there, everywhere. It's a global phenomenon. Each and every household is affected. My household has been affected. I had a major casualty at home. But that's it. Life is such.
So COVID's here to stay for a while. So how do you see the future? Do you see salary cuts getting reverted anytime soon? And how do you feel that things are going to come back to complete normal again? And how soon do you think that can be?
So all of us live in this, see, it's a very new experience. No one could predict anything in this COVID situation because we don't have any experience of handling it. So even the leadership does not have any vision right now, does not have any thought, because this has never happened to anybody. All over the world, people don't know how things will turn up. there are a few studies which has been done, few researchers, which is not very positive so far. Even in aviation itself, they have not been very positive about coming back to pre-COVID days. But I mean, we have been surviving the hope, and we are very positive in all our approach. So we hope that things will come back to normal now. Hopefully by next year things are better, and back to our operations are back, our domestic is back, our international is back. We are keeping our fingers crossed. But telling, and if anybody says that in 3 months things will go away, may go away, may not go away. Nobody knows. It's such an unprecedented situation.
And what kind of support are you providing to the families who have lost their near and dear ones who are working in Air India? Is any kind of a support being provided to them?
Yeah, you see, that's what I say. This is an organization where family, it grows like a family. We are there for all support that they seek. We take care of things. Compensation has been revised a bit, but a loss is a loss. Nobody can really do anything to make over for that loss. A loss anyway is a loss, and whatever we can do, we are trying from our sides. But and with all our constraints, the worst thing is that in this COVID situation, we can't be really near our employee. We can't be really do assist in physical way. We are not able to reach out to them in the way we normally reach out to all our employees. But yes, whatever settlement happens, we have some ex gratia proposals which we have done for COVID deaths. Or deaths during this, because COVID is one of the excuses. There's been many other stress-related, heart attack, people dying of that. So we are trying to take care of that from whichever way, however way it's possible. Because I continue to say they are my family members. So the way we take care of a family, we will continue to take care of them.
Great. Yeah. And there are a lot of people who are also close to the retiring age at Air India. And a lot of people who've also retired. You have a huge chunk of people who have already retired. So how is it that Air India stays connected with them, and how is it that given the whole disinvestment situation that's upcoming since a very long time, so there's a lot of uncertainty with a lot of people, so how would you like to give people who are near retirement some kind of an assurance from your end?
This is very strange situations we have come up. People who are retiring right now, this year, they're happy to retire as Air India, especially with the threat of disinvestment coming up. We don't know who's going to be our new. So there are people happily taking retirement. I've got a lot of requests for voluntary retirement because they feel that it's secure to come out of Air India as an Air Indian employee. Than to be there for an uncertain future, which is not very, very clear and very, very certain. But yes, we have a very, our average age is very high, and we have about 600 to 700 employees retiring every year. And every month there's about 50, 60 employees retiring. So that is something which we have, with this age group which we have reached. We have to live with this. We are trying to make best. And the best thing about personal department is, my department of HR, now I look after other departments also. The best thing about HR department is that your connectivity doesn't go. Because people come for your passage, people come for medical, so you maintain a connectivity here. So for us, they are again an employee who have retired. So this one RTD has been added in front of them, but they continue to be my employee. So in their sorrows, in their pleasure, we are all there. So because we have all grown together, so that continues.
Hey, you spoke
about the connection continues, communication continues.
Great. So you spoke about passage, and this is a question that a lot of people might have. That does Air India have any plans to participate in ID90 travel or My ID travel in any time in the future?
What do you mean by ID travel?
So ID travel.
Air India is a member of all ID travels. It's not a new thing that is there. It's an ITA member, and all the facilities which are there is existing.
Okay.
So it continues to have that. It's an existing facility which will continue to be availed by all ITA member and all Air India employees.
All right, great. So I'd like to definitely ask you about your personal opinion about Air India disinvestment. What do you think about it? It's been doing the rounds for a very long time now. But
Yeah.
videos are coming. There's different kinds of news in the media. So what do you think about it, given the fact that you've served this organization for such a long time?
You know, and yes, you know, when they कहते हैं ना कि अगर top जाएगा तो first of all board of directors जाएंगे, ऊपर से लोग जाते हैं. No, that's a different, I mean, that was a different angle altogether. See, we need a certainty. We need to move on. We need a solution to our financial position right now. Disinvestment comes out to be a best solution so far. Because government support is little difficult. So disinvestment is the best option available. And plus, all our employees need a clarity about the future. We have had two exercises so far. So this time you want yes or no, total clarity, you know. So if disinvestment happens, is good, very good for us. At least we'll move forward. We just want to move forward and have a clear clarity about our future, how we go forward. One thing is sure that this is going to be an aviation, is going to be an airline. That is there, and all our employees are skilled employees. You know, they have got tons of experience. They have been a pioneer in this aviation sector. So job security is not I fear of. And in any case, I'm losing with normal, natural superannuation. I have about 700, 600 people retiring every day. So people who are there, they are good in the job. And if you want to run an organization, you need, and we have got a skeleton staff. We do not have sufficient numbers, you know, we haven't had a proper recruitment. So whoever is available are very valuable and are very skilled. They're good employees. So we need this kind of credit. So I don't have the fear of or insecurity of people losing jobs. That's for sure. At least for 2 years, they will not be losing job. And by that time, we won't be, I mean, many would have retired. So that seems to be the only, I mean, right now, this seems to be the only future available for us. And I want to have a very good, conclusive decision this December. There should be even, suppose if it's not disinvestment, we should know if it's disinvestment, we should work at it. Then we have to look forward, how do we carry forward? Because the kind of burden, financial burden we have, it's not possible to, even if we perform 100%, we just cannot undo the financial burden that we have, the debt that we have. So this is a good solution. And I mean, my employees are secure. I'm quite sure of that. So they're very good. They're very skilled.
So disinvestment is inevitable because government is definitely putting in their full force into it. And as far as I'm aware, Air India is not doing any fresh hiring. And you just spoke about the fact that, you know, how so many people are retiring. So definitely there's no infusement of new energy or new blood into the organization. So,
see, Air India has not been hiring for a while now. And we have gone through many disinvestment moves. Air India needs a secured future, needs and every year, you know, we are planning for 6 months because we don't know who the new employer will be. We want to now have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, which we still have. It's not that we are just living day by day. We have a vision for next 5 years because we are sure that we're going to continue as an airline. I'm not saying that, but there are few things which we need to do immediately, which we are keeping on hold because of this investment. Many employee-related things we want to do right now, which we are keeping on hold because, yes, we need a clarity of who the new owner will be and how they would like to take it forward. So the one thing we need, and my employees need, is secure clarity of the future. And this investment happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, we need to take it forward in another way. But we hope, let's see. We are quite hopeful.
That's a lot of responsibility being director personnel, because, you know, disinvestment, the financial aspect of it is one thing, but the human capital is another very important aspect that you have to take along and deal with.
Absolutely.
So for you personally, you would have to deal with a lot of different kinds of grievances and different issues related to people on a day-to-day basis. And Air India is also highly unionized. There are different unions. So how do you deal with all of this? And personally, how do you function? Do you always believe in trying to keep everybody happy, or whenever required, you like to just call a spade and just let people know whether they're happy about it or not? What's your personal style of leading?
There's something I want to tell you about Air India. This industry, Air India, Indian Airlines, they have gone through such metamorphosis. There were two monopolistic airlines, then private airlines came, and then they became, they had to have a competition around. We went down 1991, we were very low. Then we had few schemes, PLI, HR schemes we implemented to get the employees back. And then the merger happened. Merger had its own issues. 10 years, we have not really been out of the merger issues. And then 3 exercises of disinvestment. So my employees, I don't know whether my employee and me, this management has become a little numb to all the pains that we receive in this process of metamorphosis. And we have been very dynamic in our approach to everything, every second. And then this COVID happened. Our disinvestment would have gone very smoothly if this COVID had not happened. So my financial position went worse with this COVID. So, the kind of roller coaster ride this organization has had, I think the whole lot of employees very matured. And the management has also seen so many things that, okay, we communicate. Transparency is something that we want to be boast about. But yes, we do things in a legal way. There are cases pending still in the court case, or several court cases related to service regulation, related to employees. But yes, we are fighting there in the court because there are legal things we cannot, as a management and an employee, we cannot come to an agreement. Especially we have got such a diverse problem, two different organizations coming together, integrating with the whole wide body narrow, its total work function was different. It has come and integrated. Technically, it's very difficult to have one stream for all of them. JDC came, and JDC as Justice Dharmadhikari committee was appointed, and they have given a way forward for all this, and we have implemented it. So, as a management, I tell you, it's been a very, very enriching experience. The kind of HR experience this organization has given me, I doubt any organization has had. The kind of, in my 30 years, I think I've seen all HR issues possible that any HR person can see. So it's been beautiful, very, very enriching, very enlightening, and has given me the confidence that we are ready to face it. We can go forward, and we'll face every situation, and we'll come over every situation. You can't possibly make everybody happy. But yes, there has to be a solution, there has to be a way forward, which we are going ahead. Yes.
Fantastic. And my final question to you is a personal one. I'd like you to leave our viewers with a message, especially the younger ones, about how is it that they should approach their career, because you had a 30 years long career. So
Yes.
it requires a lot of patience and resilience to be able to reach to the top. So what is the message that you want to give to people who want to rise up the corporate ladder, both in the private and in the government sector? And in case you have any message that you want to give to the Air India employees to uplift their morale via this video.
That's a big question, What? Yeah, I'll just take the first part first. What I want to tell the youngsters is that, you have your job description, you have your job, but you should not just go by the word of it. You should start looking at your job from the employer, from the management perspective, or from your customer, your employer's perspective, what they want from your table, what kind of assistant, what kind of role they demand from you, and then work at it. It's not that if I have to make a recruitment, I have to recruit so many people, I have to put up a grievance position, I put up exactly what the company wants from you from this post. I have always worked from what organization demands from me from this post, and this is how you should do. And I would want everybody to do this, to look at the voice of the customer. My customer is my employees. So you should know what they demand from you, and what is I may have my rules, but those rules are not, if you're managed, rules can be given in black and white and implemented. That doesn't happen when it comes to human resources. Human resources is always the rules, and you have got manager or general manager or person to not to be so bookish, but to make rules according to the requirement, the voice of the customer. And my customer is my employees, and they are very genuine. They have got 2,000 of them have got 2,000 views and everything, and all views are important. But it's just that you have to take all the views and go forward. But their voice of customer is very important. Yeah. And to my employees, I assure my employees that I tell you, their skill-wise, my employees, Air India employees, have become so mature. They are so skilled in their job that their future, whether here or any other organization, is secure. And the kind of character they have, the kind of character my employees has, it's very difficult to find in the market. You cannot have these people with the wage cut, with everything, going forward the way they are going forward for the cause of the nation. So they are literally frontline soldiers, and they have behaved like that. I'm so proud of them. I just want to say that I'm very proud of my employees, and I'm very assured that they will continue to be what they are, and they will shine forever. Thank you.
That's a beautiful message to your employees, lifting their morale, and the fact that we've all keep seeing stories in the media about how brave and how resilient Air India employees have been. And again, another beautiful message for our viewers about specifically those who perhaps want to be in the service industry, that customer is really, really important, and how it's so important to look just beyond yourself, whether it's about servicing the larger or the greater good of the organization, or whether it's the customer. On that note, Ms. Amrita, I'd like to really, really express my gratitude to you and be extremely thankful to you for taking out the time this morning for speaking to our viewers of Eat My News. And it's an absolute delight and pleasure to speak to women such as you, because I always say that women leaders always personally inspire me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanya, and a very, very happy Diwali. Happy Diwali to all.
Yes, happy Diwali. Thank you.
Happy Diwali. Thanks.
If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. Let me know in comments what you thought about it. And most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe to this video by clicking on the subscribe button, so that I keep bringing in more such amazing people to the Eat My News platform. Thank you so much for watching. Shukriya.